Yeah, I am Eric Puplampu, co-founder of UX Ghana and product UX designer. And this is Tech Rap Queen.
Energy, vibes, inspiration. I'm Renee Reed, and this is Tech Rap Queen. Beautiful people, the Royal Court. Welcome to this special international edition of Tech Rap Queen. I am, of course, your queen, the Renee. I am so excited to be talking to you, Eric Puplampu, because I'm going to get his name all the way right the first time. Eric Puplampu, welcome to Tech Rap Queen.
Thank you so much, Renee. It's a very huge pleasure for me to be on this platform because I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. I'm privileged to be here. Thank you.
Eric is joining us from Ghana today. And, God bless technology. I just love the fact that we're able to have this conversation across the world, across the waters, and 2 different continents. I've been vibing on some good music coming out of Ghana.
You always find me listening to his Sarkodie because I love him so much for his energy and looking from where he started, from where he was nobody to where he's climbed to be recognized everywhere within the African and international region is one of the big inspiration. And that keeps me always listening to his music. Yeah, so I would say Sarkodie's music keeps me going.
How do you spell the artist name?
Sarkodie.
So where in Ghana are you specifically?
So I'm in Accra, Ghana.
You're at the capital. You're in the capital.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's jump into it. UX Ghana. Can you tell the Royal Court about this organization that you started and why?
Yeah. So UX Ghana actually is a community of UX, UI, product designers, and product managers shaping the future of the industry in Ghana and Africa as a whole. And to give a bit of a backstory to this all started up with a tweet. Hey, how about having a UX, UI meetup for designers in Ghana? And I responded, and James of ADPList as well responded. And a few of us set out a date to meet. We met just to put some strategies and some alignments in check before we kickstart our first meetup, which we did in 2019. And from then till now, we've been able to organize meetups so far, both virtually and physically, having very good partners on board like YAX and UXDX, which we did our recent partnership with.
How have you grown over the couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, it's been so fantastic. I think our very first meetup, we didn't even imagine having the number of people. We were just looking at a small section of people, about close to 10, but we had close to about 25, 30 people turning up for our first meetup, which got us a bit fascinated because we were like, whoa, we have this number of people doing UX UI design in Ghana. And looking at how we started from now, we have close to about 300 members in our community and still growing. Yeah.
That is incredible. I love the fact that you just said you didn't even realize, how many were in the community until this thing was started, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me about UX in Ghana. What is the scene like? Clearly it's growing, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's a very good question. The scene there has been a budding one, I would say. If I compare us to quite a number of African countries, I would say we are still growing and we are still picking up from experiences and learnings from other African countries and internationally. I would say that it is not fairly new and not fairly old. It looks like if I would give a number of years, let me not go there, but let me say percentage, it would be about 70, 80. We are still climbing up because a lot more companies are getting to now understand the work of a UX, UI designer and not comparing us to a graphic designer, which was that notion some years ago, some 2-3 years ago. They were then thinking, oh, a UX UI designer was a graphic designer because we could do the same thing. It's all about visual. It's all about the nice things. Why go hire a UX designer when a graphic designer can do the same job? But it is so fascinating to see companies now understanding the roots importance of what a UX UI designer can do in their company and on their product.
What part does UX Ghana are you helping to play, making sure people understand the distinction?
Yeah. So one of the very core things we are doing is design education, which is trying to put out education about the difference between the two and the importance of having the two in your company and on your product as well. And this has come in a form of putting out education in our circle of community we have. And one core thing you see that is or that forms around our communication is having a WhatsApp group. And so that has been one core communication center where we tend to communicate to people who are present in our communities um, between the two grounds and the differences that comes between the two grounds. And as well on our socials, putting out resources that would help them understand the difference between the two core backgrounds. Because we know graphic design is the roots, but yes, we need to still have the difference and then make them clear as to who these personalities are when they come with either a graphic design background or they come with a UX UI design background.
I love that you're leveraging a tool like WhatsApp to help build a community. Is that the main congregation of the group is in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, actually, we did a bit of a survey to analyze the various platforms and which was easily accessible for members, and we realized that WhatsApp was quick for people to respond and to get accessibility on because everyone is on WhatsApp. Any feature phone you can get a WhatsApp um, on it. So we realized that it was one very core means of communication that we could get people on. We tried Slack, we realized that not a lot of people would go on Slack. Every morning when they wake up from bed, the first thing they do, probably after prayers, is to go on WhatsApp. And when they are going to bed, they go on WhatsApp. So we realized that going on Slack, going on any other medium would just be zero, would be nothing. Because we realize that we are trying all efforts to bring together these people, but are not getting them because we are not touching bases to what they are used to and what keeps them together. So we realized that WhatsApp was more a quick and easy way to stay in contact and to keep the sharing forward.
Eric, you're speaking my user researcher language. You have a popular tool like Slack and a lot of people are on it, but you actually did the survey and understood you're meeting people where they are. And that's where you're going to get the better traction, the better engagement.
Yeah.
User research for the win.